The official story is that my little sister Maya died in a house fire when I was 10, but last night, a woman knocked on my door claiming to be her. The woman standing in the dim hallway of my Chicago apartment complex looked exactly like my mother did at 28. Not just a passing resemblance, she had the exact same slightly crooked smile and the same hazel eyes that always looked a little too sharp. I stood there, gripping the doorknob so hard my knuckles turned white. It was pouring rain outside, and her soaking wet trench coat dripped onto my welcome mat. "Liam," she whispered. The way she said my name, it sent a cold spike of adrenaline straight through my chest. "Look, I know you think I burned in that fire 20 years ago," she said, her voice shaking. "But just give me 3 minutes, please." I don't know why, but I unlatched the chain. I let a total stranger into my living room. She didn't sit down, she just stood by the radiator shivering and looked right into my eyes. "You have a scar on your left knee," she said softly. "You didn't get it from falling off your bike like you told Mom and Dad. We were jumping on the bed, I pushed you by accident, and you hit the edge of the nightstand. We made up the bike story together so I wouldn't get my favorite toys taken away." My breath caught in my throat. I hadn't thought about that in 2 decades. Nobody knew that. It was our secret. A tiny pact between a brother and sister. "Maya," I choked out. The room started to spin. I sat down heavily on the edge of the sofa. How is this possible? They found remains in your bedroom. We buried you." She crossed her arms, rubbing her shoulders. "They found remains, Liam, but they weren't mine. Mom and Dad got me out before the smoke alarms even went off. They put me in a car with a man I didn't know, and they told me to never look back." My stomach dropped. I picked up my phone, my hands trembling uncontrollably, and dialed my father's number. He picked up on the 3rd ring. "Liam, it's past midnight. What's wrong?" "Dad," I said, my voice cracking. "There's a woman here. She knows things only Maya would know. She says you took her out of the house." I waited for him to call me crazy. I waited for him to tell me to call the cops to get this scammer out of my house. Instead, the line went dead silent for a long, agonizing moment. Then he spoke. His voice wasn't shocked. It was terrifyingly calm. "Did she come alone?" he asked. "What?" I stammered. "Dad, what are you talking about?" "Liam, listen to me very carefully," he whispered, his tone suddenly dark and urgent. "Do not let her leave. Your mother and I are on our way, and we are bringing the shovel."